Hello and welcome back to Seatbelt Salvage, another video on the channel, and welcome to 2022. This should be the first video of the new year. So today is actually the 30th of December, but like I said, I'm not going to put it out till after New Year. So yeah, I hope you all had a good Christmas and a really good New Year. Santa brought you everything that you wanted and all your family is safe and well. So look what I got. I got treated this Christmas. Also got, and also in the background, nice little bit of serious about salvage stuff. Anyway, today's video, we're going to carry on with the Kia Ceed GT line. Today, it's another one of them dashboard days, unfortunately. I do quite often try to find cars that haven't had airbags blown, but they go for stupid money, especially at the minute. All cars at auction. I was trying to buy again today. This is the only car we've got to fix. Everything is stupid money right now. I think it's because everyone's obviously at home during the holiday break and they fancy themselves a little project. And I can't get anywhere near anything, so we're just going to have to carry on with this. Hopefully by the time I get to the end of it, we have been a bit more lucky and done some cars. And as you can tell, my cough's still here. Not as bad, but yeah, it's been a rough December. I will be honest with you. I've been a bit unwell. I'm going to spin you around anyway, and we're in fact, before we do carry on, I've got some plans for the new year, which includes doing a lot less time lapse. It's hit and miss time lapse with a lot of people. Some like it, some detest it. I do struggle getting music for the time lapse. You know, it's very hard to find something that everyone's going to like. I get a lot of grief for a lot of it, and I don't particularly like doing it myself. So what I've done is I've got a head mount for the GoPro, and I've also got a chest mount coming 4th of January, and I'm going to try and do a lot more in actual real time. It's going to mean that the videos are longer, so maybe not everyone will be happy with it, but I want to be able to show more of what's going on, you know, where fixings are, the actual process of pulling parts apart, pieces apart, cars apart. And we're just going to see how it goes. So in this video, yeah, there's going to be time lapse. I haven't got the gear yet, but going forwards, I'm hoping, yeah, I'm hoping to do exactly what I just said. So let me know what you think about that. Do you think it's a good idea? Put it in the comments. And right, yeah, I'm going to spin you around anyway. Let's get something done. So the Kia Ceed. Strangely enough, there's one part for this car that I need, and I'm really struggling to get, and it's this bonnet. Now, I'm not just on about this colour, but I cannot get a bonnet full stop at the minute. So if anyone knows where one is, I might have found one by the time you see this video, but do let me know. I've checked all the eBay listings. I've emailed everyone who's breaking one of these at the minute. Can't find a headlight. And I'm also struggling to find the driver's side DRL. In fact, I've got it over here somewhere. This light unit, that Kia want 228 quid for it, which I'm not too bad about paying if I have to, but I'd rather not. But yeah, bonnet and hinges are available, but bonnet I just cannot find. So anyway, yeah, everything else we have for this car. We've got the dashboard kit, we've got seat belts, driver's airbag, ECU, passenger airbag is there. These don't have any airbag. Sorry. We have a pair of headlights. Quite pricey, these headlights are. I think they were, what, £170, £200 each, something like that. Washer bottle, lower grille, bottom crash bar. That's the trim to go around the passenger DRL. Some bumper trims, little plastic covers, bulbs, a bulb holder, new plugs. This is that little motor for the intake flap, diesel intake flap thing. The old bumper still has the badge and the passenger DRL and trim in it. I'll take them out when it comes to that point. And then over this side we have the bumper and we have the front centre grille. The bumper unfortunately does have a little bit of a mark on it, I didn't know, so it needs a repair and paint, but that is actually in colour, the rest of it, so it means it can be built and sent to the paint shop as one, because like I said, it will need to paint the bonnet and that little bit of air pillar damage. But yeah, pretty much just that bonnet's holding us back, really. I'm in need of a good tidy up, and I've got a lot of parts I need to list. I think I might have to order a skip at some point soon. Anyway, let's just get on. We're what, 6 minutes in, and I've not done nothing. So yeah, I'm guessing, well, I don't know where the fixings are, as usual, but generally, you generally have some in here. I'll put that off. Try not to break anything. Ah, it's tight. Come on. Let's not start off by breaking a panel. There we go. Needs to be unplugged. See, if I had a head cam now, I'd have both my hands free to be able to work and show you what's going on. But anyway, yeah, there's a nut there, there's a nut up there, so it's going to be about the same on both sides. But yeah, it's just a case of pulling it all apart until it falls out as usual. So let's get the camera on a stand back here, and you can watch it be pulled out. If we don't start, we're not going to get it done. Alright, well, I've decided against time lapse. It's boring. So what I'll do is I'll keep cutting in and we'll try and do bits and pieces live. So I'm at the point now where I need to get this driver's airbag off. And one thing to bear in mind, especially on keyless cars like this, electronic steering locks, before you disconnect your battery if you're doing airbags, take your steering column covers off first, because you can't get the steering wheel off lock because it's electronic. You can't just put a key in and turn like on a barreled car. With these keyless cars, you got to think about it. So these driver's airbags, they're all different manufacturers. This particular one, it's that little bullet there that pushes in and out. You have to push them bullets in to get the airbag off. Now obviously you can't see them, so it's just a case of it's hard. It's hard for me to show you really, but on the back of the steering wheel there'll be a hole where the bullets are. So I'm just gonna put that in there, wriggle it around, and hope that there. See it click. See it come away. That's one. Ah, there we go. And then one more. To get in for this one. It's doing well that way. There we go. We got it. So there's going to be some wires on the back. We've got this one at the top, and then we've got the airbag one. which are always a bit tricky to get undone, your best bet is just to get a little flathead, or a flathead. Just try to ease that centre up, and not the easiest thing to do with one hand. This will be so much better when I get this head mount. That little tip there needs to there we go. And there you are, there's your steering airbag. So that's going to be rubbish. And what have we got? All we've got is what is it, a 19 maybe? Whip that off quickly. Let's try 19. Nowhere near. 21. 21. And you'd be surprised at how what's the word? They don't have to be incredibly tight, you think, for a steering wheel, but yeah. So right, what I do is I just undo it a bit and then I just get it to pop like that, because if you take the nut fully off and then try pulling the wheel, you end up smacking yourself in the face when they actually go. So let's pop them cables through. And that one stays with the wheel, doesn't it? There we go. Steering wheel off, airbag off. Right, so I'll continue, get a bit more done, and I'll catch up with you shortly. Oh, so I was actually going to say where everything else was as well, wasn't I? Yeah, you had a nut there, 10mm bolt there, a lot of posi screws to have these covers. The other side, have a wander over here. Again, posi screws down the side, along the bottom, and then some 10mm bolts up here holding the airbag in. So far, it's pretty simple really. I'll continue and I'll update you shortly. Right, well I think we're ready to pull this dashboard out. It seems to be loose. So let's give it a go. I think I've got everything now. There's obviously a lots of cables and wires still attached, but we'll have to just undo them as we inch it out really. If you're going to do a dashboard, be prepared to get plenty of cuts, because there's no room to swing a cat. This is ridiculous. We're getting somewhere. I can reach this now. I don't. Whew. Can you believe I'm getting defeated by a 2-pin plug? Because I am. Oh my god. I think that's it. stuck on the gear stick. Oh, it's hard work doing these on your own, I'll be honest with you. Very hard work. But we've done it. We've done it. Well, we've got it out. Right. Right, well, I say this on every one. It wasn't the easiest one, but it wasn't the hardest either. But yeah, it does look a bit of a shock, doesn't it, when you look at it like that? Looks like absolute chaos. Bit tricky down in the middle because the centre console hooks into it there, and that there, 2 hooks. So I'm not pulling the centre console back just for them. I managed to bend them out and out of the way. I'll have to bend them back in. I think at the end of the day, even if they snap, it's not going to do much because you do screw, this screws to your dashboard anyway in the middle. So they're not necessary then. I don't see the point. But yeah, a lot of wires, a lot of cables. That all have to go back in the exact same way, which is going to be fun. So we're going to have an old one here and our replacement. All looks exactly the same. Looks like it's just one piece to swap over, and that is this little thing. I don't know what it is. And it's also got a bit of an antenna as well in here. Look at that. Bang, bang. There's a coil in there, so it is an antenna for something. What's it say on there? TPMS. Oh right, okay. Don't know if it's wired into that actually. Might be wired into this, which is, don't know, don't care. So right, I'm gonna crack on, get some more bits back in. Yeah, and then perhaps we'll come back and do a bit of live seatbelt changing again. I don't think there's much really to tell you about this dashboard. It's pretty much held together by posi screws. So yeah, I'll throw it back together, and then we will we'll do a, like I said, we'll do a seatbelt and perhaps the driver's airbag. Right, I'll come back to you shortly. Right, so we're nearly there with the dashboard. It's all back together, minus just a couple of bits. The steering wheel, stalks, airbag, them few bits, which we'll do on camera now. But I've also left out, should I say, this little bit of trim in the middle. That just sits in the middle of there, in there. And that's because the airbag ECU is down there. And the airbag ECUs can be finical. These differ not only from specific spec of cars, they differ from years. It's very hard to get one that's compatible with your car. So what we're going to do, we're going to try a couple of things once the car's all put back together and all the seat belts are in. I'm going to plug the original back in, see if I can wipe it down. If I can't, and then I'm going to try the, replacement. If that doesn't work, then we will send the original off to be wiped. That's the only way around this. But that's for a little bit further down the road. So right now what we want to do is put the steering wheel back together. And not only did I take the wheel off, I took the, I always forget what these are called. Whatever. And I also took the stalks off. So the stalks, very easy, just 2 screws, boom and boom. They just slide straight back over, like so. This plug goes on this side, I'm going to guess. Go sideways, no, does it go flat? That's that one in. This one's going to go up here, like that. Them two are going to be for, oh Christ, what's it called? I know what it's called. I just can't think of the name. I'm sure someone will help me out in the comments. But we also need to put the screws in. And then screw that on. Yep. These, be very careful you don't spin these out of position. They've got to go in the right place, otherwise you'll be a full cycle out and it'll snap it when you try to go lock to lock. So just make sure that is how you took it off. They're in the same position, vertical, like so. And then again, plug them back together underneath. Everything should be pretty obvious where it goes, because they don't tend to make the looms any longer than they need to. And yeah, we're ready for the steering wheel now. So again, remember what orientation your steering wheel was in, because not all steering wheels have a keyway. This steering wheel has a keyway, but the rack doesn't. So this can actually go in any position, which is strange. Usually they do have a keyway. And then I know mine is vertical, because that's where I took it off. Straight up, like so. Plug your bits and pieces back together, there you go on the wheel. And we're ready there now to tighten that wheel back up. So this is the nut that came off, and the 22mm that we used. Spin that up a bit. It's a bit dark in here, isn't it? I do apologise, but it's not exactly the brightest of days outside, never mind in here. And tighten it up. Right, you do want to get these fairly tight, but like I said when I took it off, they don't have to be quite as tight as you think they might need to be. They are a Loctite nut, so they can't just vibrate loose. Yeah, so what we're going to do is put airbag on. There'll be 2 plugs on the back, so and so. It wants to go upwards, that, doesn't it? To make sure you route these in the right way, that they don't get caught on anything. So yeah, just take your time, make sure it's exactly as it was when you took the old one off. And voila! It's alright, it fits perfect, it's all nice and snug, feels nice. Good stuff. So I've just got a bit of cowling to put on under there, get the cowling in place, and then we're going to be moving on to the seat belts. 2 seat belts, and yeah, then we're going to be playing around with the airbag ECU. So I'll come back when I'm ready to do the excuse me, to do the seat belts. Right, it's time to do the driver's side seat belts. Now the bolt size is 14mm and a 10mm as well. You need 10mm and 14mm sockets. So you got 1 bolt right at the bottom, which is a 14. Helps if you have it on undo, doesn't it? Let's line that out, like so. And then I've already undone that, pull these apart, but put your trims out. You've got your other one up there. Get yourself a bit of room to work with. There you go. Other bolts down there. Probably wise to just undo the plug first before you make it loose, otherwise your seatbelt's going to be moving around when you're trying to undo your plug. So again, these ones are a bit more tricky to get to, especially with a ratchet this size. I like to use the power ratchet, so I'll force it in there and undo that one. Like so, and then get your ratchet stuck, like so. And other side is just a 10mm there, so let's whip that out. Undo that. Like so, and then the top again is just another 14 up here. And the old seat belt's out. These just hooking a little bit at the top, that's all. Now again, all seat belts are different, all cars are different, so it's not going to be the same process for every single make and model. But that's our old seatbelt out, so we'll get rid of that. Get our replacement. So it's usually easiest if you mount the seatbelt itself to throw the main part in first, because they only let you pull the seatbelt out for more slack when the mechanism is level. They have a little ball bearing in there that drops into a hole when the seatbelt is sat in straight. If it's at an angle, you can't pull the seatbelt out. It's got to be in the right position. So drop that in there like that. That hook in the top, that'll get you in position, and then just get it started by hand. Draw the thread, you can plug our little plug in, so we know that's done, and then tighten it back in. I said it's easier without a ratchet that's not this big. But I'm lazy and I want to use the powered one. 10mm bolt back in. Swap out again for the 14. So you see now this will pull up and down because the bottom's in the right place. Get that started again by hand. And then tighten it up. Like so. And then it's just a little bit fiddly getting the covers back on, but it's not the hardest job in the world. You've got to make sure you thread through your loose end of your seat belt, back, down, thread it back through there, like so. And obviously your belt buckle as well. You need to get, not your belt buckle, your I don't know what name of these most of these parts are, but you know, something like that. That'd be easy if you just pull these seals off a sec, and that'll just drop off. All that side off. You gotta pull them off anyway to put the trims back on. So there we go. And then we go with that. So 2 forks in the top, just go up inside. Something like that. Make sure your mechanism works. And then we're going to get the bottom piece in. Easy car to these to do seatbelts on. And then lastly, you can then get the bottom of your seatbelt buckled in. Voila! There you go. A bit dirty, need cleaning up a little bit. And we need to put these seals back on. I'll tidy up the other end and both seatbelts done. Right, moment of truth. So what I've decided to do is I've gone with the replacement ECU because that will definitely have no crash data on it. It's just as long as it's compatible with my car. Everything's plugged in. Let's just do it. So all we want to do is get it ignition on so we can put the scanner on. And key not detected, that's because it's not in the car, it's over here. Oh, we know that works. There we go, ignition lights are on. Get the scanner on. I'll get it scanned. But you know, at the minute, there's no airbag light on there. Is there? No airbag light on. So that's a good start. I'll get us in there, get it scanned, and I'll show you the results. Right. Not concerned about any engine cores at the minute, because I know we've got issues there. But airbags. Absolutely nothing. No light on the dash. Oh, wait a minute, yeah there is. There's an airbag light there. Hold on a minute then. It's no fault. Why have you got an airbag light? What's it saying here? Yeah, I need to register the battery. Oh, it's gone now. Oh, it's gone. Oh, but it's probably because I was in the actual ECU, wasn't I? Yeah, that's right. So yeah, no airbag light. Job all done. So yeah, the replacement ECU has done the job. So that is good. So I'll just button up the centre console, get the last few bits in, and then we'll just have a quick look at it, and then we're going to call it a day. Job done. Okay, so other than a bit of a wipe down, we're all together. Now the question is, does it all work? Start it up. We've got power steering. It revs. Stereo seems to work, although can't hear anything. Oh yeah, yeah it works. Yeah, that all fine. Them all work. Yeah, yeah. All right. Quite noisy. Steering buttons work. That's usually one that I forget to plug in. Yeah, alright. Even the light's working in the glove box. Happy days, yeah, all good, all good. And like I said, no airbag light. Inside is done. So that's us, guys. Another job ticked off on the Kia Ceed. One of the ones I never look forward to. But what time? I didn't start this till 1:30. And I think it's, what is it? It's about 4:30, 5 o'clock, I think. It's 4:45. I'd say I probably started about 1:15 actually. So not bad really, is it? You know, call it 5, 1:15, 3/4, 3.5 hours. Is that right? Something like that. 3.5 hours. Seat belts and dashboard change. Right, yeah, I'm going to get out of here. So yeah, I'm going to get out of here. Thank you for watching. I'm getting dripped on then. Big thumbs up as usual. Don't forget to subscribe. New year, new cars coming up. Should be a good one. This is me now in here all the time, so get a lot more content going. Hopefully get some more subscribers. Hopefully this cough goes. And yeah, thank you. I'll see you next one. Cheers.